you fancy a hike with a bit of this, this and this, then I've got the perfect one for you. We parked in this car park to walk the Gorges du Caranca in a village called M.Xplores, which is in the French Pyrenees, not far from Andorra. So the car park, it has dedicated camper van area and is really big. So we parked, walked to the other end of it, picked up a footbridge over the river, and that was the start of today's hike. Very exciting. So the terrain's already started going up, which is what we were expecting, and the views are opening up as well. Oh, so that's the steep zigzaggy bit done. We think the path looks a little bit flatter. Oh, I'm so unfit. The path did get flatter, carried on round, went through a tunnel, which was pretty cool. We've just come out of this tunnel. Oh my God, look at this. Wow, aren't those views stunning as the gorge opens up and we're met with the path that we're going to be taking for the next 6 kilometres. Paul then pointed out one of the signs along the route, danger, risk of falling. Pff, how bad can it get? This path has just got a whole load better. Wow. The addition of a wire rope hold on kind of let us know what we were in for, but the views and the path did not disappoint as we walked through rock cutouts. This is one of those walks where the views of the gorge up are beautiful in the sunshine, but you don't want to look up because you want to look where your feet are going in case you fall off the sheer drop to your left. Let's not film as I'm doing this, huh? It looked a lot worse on the 360 camera when we hung it out on a pole, but it really does give you a bit of perspective of what we were walking. But boy, was it fun. And there were loads of other people of different abilities walking this as well that we passed. We then had some platforms going over some old riverbeds, and we continued along, those panoramic views opening up. We then came across this ladder up to a raised platform. There's a bit of doggy cam going on as she was carried across just to keep her safe. This is certainly not a dull walk. From that, straight into a bridge above the river. Again, another ladder, bosun being looked after by Paul, and it was so rickety. Look at that moving. I had trouble just getting myself across. A few cardboard and laminated signs to show us the way once we were down at the riverside, but we quickly started climbing. So that rickety bridge just down on my left, and we've climbed up the other side. And I'm kind of just making our way along the other side of the gorge now. What else is to come, I wonder? So we're now making our way back on the circular route. Bit of a scramble up some rocks in the trees, but nothing too strenuous. And you can start to see the path on the other side now as the views open up. So we're a lot higher. So we're higher up on this side than we're the other side. It's so quiet. We then started our descent after many stops to admire the views and the peacefulness of where we were, and again past a few people making their way up as we were going down. And there's the path in the cliff on the other side cut out. We then came onto some really cool boulders that just seemed to be balanced in the air, which were really cool. So on the very last bit of descent now, we can see the gravel path at the bottom. And there we are, one final bridge and the river, which escorted us all the way back to our start point. And again, not disappointing, cut out of that rock surface. It was absolutely beautiful and a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So the epicness started with a tunnel and ends with a tunnel. That was one of the most fun walks I think I've done. 6 kilometres, so anyone could do this. It was a bit challenging and uphill at times, but the views and the bridges and the platforms, really fun. As you walk back across the car park, again, dedicated camping area and a giant car park. We were parked in the sunshine, not a bad backdrop. If you use all trails, there's the all trails route there, 6 kilometres, the footbridges and corniche of Caranca. So we're spending the night here and more have arrived since I've been cooking dinner. See you tomorrow.